Millbrook Junior High was a place filled with energy and curiosity. The students were always bustling about, sharing stories and laughter. Miss Emily Thompson was one of the most beloved teachers there. She taught English and had a knack for making literature come alive. Her students adored her because she genuinely cared about them and their dreams. One of her students, Michael, was particularly fond of her. He was always eager to participate in her class and often stayed back to ask more questions. Emily thought his enthusiasm was admirable, though she did notice the shy glances he often sent her way. It was clear to her that Michael had a little crush on his teacher, a fact she found both endearing and harmless. Emily had always dreamed of finding true love. She often spent her evenings with a book in hand, wondering if she would ever meet someone who understood her. Despite her students' admiration and her family's support, she felt a lingering sense of loneliness. Little did she know, the universe had something extraordinary planned for her. Emily's life was about to change in the most unexpected way. As the days went by, she remained unaware of the magical turn her life would take. She continued to inspire her students, completely oblivious to the wish that was about to be granted. One clear night, Emily decided to take a walk under the stars. She needed a break from grading papers and the endless routine. As she looked up at the sky, she saw a shooting star streak across the horizon. Without thinking, she closed her eyes and made a wish. "I wish for true love," she whispered softly, feeling a surge of hope. At the same time, Michael was sitting by his bedroom window, thinking about Miss Thompson. He too saw the shooting star and made a wish. "I wish Miss Thompson could understand how I feel," he murmured. The star seemed to glow brighter for a moment before fading into the night. Little did they know, their wishes were about to intertwine in the most magical way. The night air was cool and the stars continued to sparkle. Emily felt a sense of calm wash over her as she headed back home. She had no idea that her simple wish would set off a chain of events that would change her life forever. Michael, on the other hand, went to bed with a heart full of hope, dreaming of the day he could express his feelings to his beloved teacher. The universe had heard their wishes. As they both drifted off to sleep, the magic of the shooting star began to weave its spell. The next morning would bring about a transformation neither of them could have imagined. Emily woke up the next morning feeling different. She hurried to the mirror and gasped. Staring back at her was a teenage version of herself. Her hair was longer, her face smoother, and she looked just like one of her students. Her mind was still that of an adult, but her body had transformed. Panic set in as she realized the gravity of the situation. Desperate for help, Emily called her younger sister, Lily. Lily listened in shock, but quickly agreed to help. They decided that Emily needed to blend in at Millbrook Junior High to figure out what had happened. They enrolled her under the name Becky, and she became just another student. Emily's first day as Becky was surreal. She walked the halls she knew so well, but now as a peer to her students. Becky found herself in Michael's class. He was surprised to see the new girl, but something about her seemed familiar. As they partnered for a project, the two began to bond. Becky could see Michael's genuine nature and kindness, qualities she had always admired. She started to enjoy the time they spent together, forgetting her initial panic. Emily, now Becky, found herself navigating her new life with a mix of excitement and trepidation. The magical transformation had given her a unique opportunity to see life from a different perspective. Slowly, she began to embrace her new identity. Section 4. Growing relationship between Becky and the boy. As weeks passed, Becky and Michael grew closer. They spent time together studying, laughing, and sharing their dreams. Michael found it easy to talk to Becky. She seemed to understand him in a way no one else did. Becky, on the other hand, started to see Michael not just as a student, but as a friend and confidant. The school held a fall dance, and Michael shyly asked Becky to go with him. She agreed, her heart fluttering with an unfamiliar excitement. The night of the dance was magical. They danced under the twinkling lights, and for the first time, Becky felt a genuine connection. She realized she was beginning to fall for Michael, the boy who had once been her student. Their relationship blossomed, and Becky found herself torn between her old life and the new one she was creating. Michael's sincerity and warmth made her feel cherished. She knew she couldn't ignore the growing feelings she had for him. Despite the occasional appearance of shooting stars, she refrained from making another wish. She wasn't ready to leave this new chapter behind. Becky's days were filled with joy and laughter. She had found a sense of belonging that she hadn't felt in a long time. The fear and confusion that had initially accompanied her transformation faded, replaced by a profound sense of love and acceptance. Section 5. Becky's decision to stay. The appearance of more shooting stars made Becky's heart race. She knew she had the chance to return to her old life, but she hesitated. Each star was a reminder of the magical wish she had made. But the thought of leaving Michael and her new experiences was unbearable. She had found a new kind of happiness, one she wasn't willing to give up. One night, Becky and Michael sat under the stars, holding hands. Michael confessed his feelings for her, and Becky felt her heart swell with love. She realized that her wish had come true in a way she had never expected. True love was not just about finding someone to spend your life with, but also about finding someone who understood and cherished you. Becky decided to stay. She chose to embrace her new life and the love she had found. She knew her decision was unconventional, but it felt right. The shooting stars continued to appear, but she ignored them. Her place was here, with Michael, in the life they were building together. As the days turned into weeks, Becky felt a sense of peace. She had made her choice, and it was the right one. Her new life was filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. The magic of the shooting star had brought her more than she had ever dreamed of, and she was grateful for every moment. Becky's story was one of unexpected magic and the power of true love. She had found her place in the world, and nothing could change that. The stars continued to shine, but their magic had already done its work. Becky's heart was full, and her future was bright.